Hey guys, in this video, let's discuss database availability test. See guys, in our last video, we used App Insights to create availability test for our web app. But it cannot find if database behind this web app is up and running. See guys, that availability test from App Insights, it can simply visit the home page of our web app and it can check if that home page is accessible or not. But obviously it cannot check whether the database behind that web app, whether it is accessible or not. And so we have to handle such database availability test manually. So what we can do? We can create a timer trigger Azure function, and let's say it runs every 5 minutes. So obviously that timer trigger, it will try to connect to the DB. If it fails to connect to the DB, it can send email notification to our application admin. That is, it can inform us that the database is unavailable, and then it can log the exception details. That is why exactly DB could not be reached in our App Insights. So we have received this email as well. Plus we have all the details available in App Insights. That is why the database is not available. And now let's quickly see it. So guys, we are in Visual Studio and let's create a new project. Azure Functions. Next, let's give name. So I will say DB availability test. Next. And guys, see this drop down. So from this drop down, we have to select timer trigger. And guys, see this schedule. That means it will run every 5 minutes. See this schedule, that is the time when our timer trigger should run, that is defined by this cron expression. So guys, you don't need to by heart this cron expression. Depending upon your requirement, you can simply Google or use ChatGPT to find the required cron expression. But as of now, it means it will run every 5 minutes. And here I will say create. So guys, our timer trigger is ready. Now let's rename it to make it more meaningful. So guys, this is our function, that is, this is our timer trigger which will run every 5 minutes. And now obviously in this function we have to write our code which will perform DB test. So it will be a simple straightforward code. It will first connect to our DB and then it will execute a simple select query. And based on that, it will decide whether database is up and running and whether we can connect to our database. Now guys, in the interest of the time, I am not going to write that complete code, but I will explain you that code. So again guys, it stands for our timer trigger. And then here if you see, first we try to connect to our database. We execute a simple select query and we decide whether database is up and running. In case if we cannot connect to our database, so first thing you see, we log the exception details in App Insights so that we can go to App Insights, we can find the root cause and we can quickly fix the issue. And then here if you see, we can write the code to send email notification to the application admin. So that's it guys for this video. Thanks for listening.